Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke representing the Shibboleth lifestyle locally in Kennesaw, Georgia, and virtually all around the world. I hope that you are joining me in the 2022 edition of the Game of Life that we stay motivated in doing every single day as we do the Shibby Show. Today is Wednesday, January 5th, 2021, and we are on day 5 of the 2022 edition of the Game of Life. Are you already winning? Are you strategizing? Are you looking to see where you are already? I know that we are fresh in the game, but this is also when you look and go, am I on track? You got to assess that ever so often to make sure that you are going to end up the year winning at the Game of Life. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you're having, just like Ron Norman just did. Hey, from Lilburn, Georgia, on a perfect day. Hey, Erica, good morning from Wichita, having an IMF day. Amy Carpenter from Ohio, a perfect day, day 3 of 21. If you are doing the 21-day challenge with us, it is day 3. If, by chance, you messed up on Monday, it may be your day 2, and that's okay. You just get right back to it. Do not, whatever you do, throw your hands up in the air and say, I can't do this. You go right ahead and get started again. The point is to meet the commitment that you made to yourself in sticking to 21 days. But if you'll stick with it the first time, you can get that under your belt and exercise that self-discipline muscle and set your mindset for the year. Let's see who else is on here with us this morning. Hey, Gloria from Minnesota, having a perfect day. Hey, Michelle Harper, IMF day. Please pray for my mom. She is in ICU with pneumonia. I will. Yes, I will. Where's my pen? My mother's not feeling well either. Oh, we're concerned. So she had a cough when I went over there this weekend, and yeah, she's going to go get a test this morning, hoping it's not COVID at all. But and I was wondering pneumonia myself, Michelle. So I'm sorry about that. I will pray for her. And Kathy, good morning from Michigan, a perfect day. Day 3 of goal for 21 consecutive perfect days. That's right. It's a great way to get the year started. Hey, Karen, Jacksonville, Florida, day 3 of 21. Awesome. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. IMF day in Clarksville, Georgia. Hey, Charlene, good morning from Michigan, having a perfect day. Hey, Christy from Mississippi, we're glad you're here. Hello, good morning. Lynn Hughes, I'm having day 4, down 4.5 pounds already. Congratulations, that is awesome. Hey, Diane, good morning from Columbus, Mississippi, day 3 of 21, and thank you for sharing. Y'all, the share button is somewhere on your screen. Go ahead and click that and share this show for us, because this just lets people know that they have people there to help support them and walk this journey alongside them. So hit that share button for us. Hey, April, good morning. Having a perfect regular day. That's awesome. I love a perfect regular day. Good morning, Jennifer, Niles, Michigan, Tiger 16 day, day 3 of 21. That's awesome. Hey there, Shibby Shop Sherry, day 5 of 21. She's a little bit ahead of us because she started on January 1st. She's ready. She was ready to get back. So she was like, starting today. Hey, Trish, glad you're here from Florida. That's awesome. Diane says, maybe day 4. Hey, Brianne. Brianne is having a perfect day today. And Angelia from Western North Carolina having an IMF day. Well, that is awesome. I saw a post this morning about a lady who said that she's like on month 3 and she's wanting to, not do everything that she's supposed to do to get the results that she wants. And she said she's even getting in the bare minimum of water. And it has been something that I was thinking about lately. I have not wanted to get in all my water recently either. But you know what? I've been in Shibboleth now long enough to see patterns. And this typically happens during the winter for me. No problem drinking it in the summer because I'm warm and this cool water feels refreshing. But a lot of times in the winter, you're cold and the cold water just makes you colder. So some of the things that I've done is I will just go get my Yeti cup, warm a water bottle up in my little electric tea kettle. It takes like 2 seconds. I pour that into a Yeti, and then I sip on that warm water. So there's double purpose there. You're getting your water in and it's keeping you warm. And then if it's a flavor thing, I will put in a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice and get that water down. And I just want to remind you, even getting in the minimum helps you have that perfect day. Just don't go below the minimum, because then you wouldn't have a perfect day. But just get in the minimum when you have to. You just have to realize that every single day is not going to be exactly the same. When I talk with teachers, I'll say, well, do 64 ounces during the school work week, and then on the weekends or holidays or summer when you're out, try for those gallons. You know, you just got to do what works for you, but within the guidelines of the lifestyle. So I wanted to mention that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention to y'all is that I have a favorite Celsius flavor. My favorite Celsius flavor is orange. And I've tried, and I'm talking about the packets, not the bottles, the packets. And I have tried them all except coconut, because I don't like coconut. Well, I was at my dad's house this weekend, and all they had was coconut and another packet that I know I don't like. And I stood there and I thought, oh, I really want some Celsius, but I don't want that coconut. And then I thought to myself, you are judging that coconut packet on the fact that you just don't like coconut. Well, really, it's not that I've had so much coconut in my life. It's just one of those things. I've been always a picky eater, and there's certain things I decided I wasn't going to eat. I hadn't eaten cheesecake in my life until 2019. I know you might be thinking I'm crazy, but I kept thinking, who wants to eat a cake made of cheese? Not me. And so I didn't know what a cheesecake was. I mean, I didn't know what they made in it. I didn't realize it was cream cheese and sugar. But anyway, I didn't eat that till 2019. Well, coconut's kind of the same way. I just had thought, I don't want that. So I decided, though, because I'm on this nutritional adventure, I decided, you know what? I am going to try something new. And I made myself a Celsius in water. And I thought, oh, goodness, this one sort of is rivaling the orange. And I couldn't believe that the coconut Celsius would rival the orange, but it did. Now, orange is still up there, but the coconut, the only other one I had not tried, is rivaling the one that's my favorite. So that's just, I wanted to share that information with you, just to say, try new things. Even if you don't think that you'll like them, try new things. Now, let's say that there's something like the oatmeal protein pie, which y'all know I love. Have I even eaten one? I haven't eaten one very much lately. But anyway, I had a person come up to me and tell me that they didn't like it. And I said, I understand. What I really want you to do is give it a couple of weeks and try it again. And the reason I suggest that is because sometimes when we try something new, especially something like the oatmeal protein pie, that's supposed to be like a void replacement for an oatmeal cream pie, you kind of have the flavor of oatmeal cream pie in your head, and then when it doesn't taste exactly like that, you're like, gross, this is not good. Well, that's because you had a predetermined notion in your head as to how it was going to taste. Well, give it a couple of weeks and then try it again. You won't have that same predetermined notion, and you might go, wait a minute, I like this. I really like this. Same thing with the Mighty Muffins. When you're eating the Mighty Muffins, if you don't like one flavor of Mighty Muffin, don't count them all out. Try them all, see your favorites. Guess what? I ate my first peanut butter Mighty Muffin this past weekend. So my favorites, I'm not a huge, let me eat peanut butter fan, so I hadn't tried it. And I brought it I bought it one day thinking, let me just give that a shot. But my favorites were the lemon cream and the blueberry and the double chocolate. Well, I tried that peanut butter. It is delicious. So if one doesn't suit your taste buds, keep trying them, because you will find some that do. All right, let's see who's on here before we get into our devotion this morning. Let's see, where was I? Hey, Monica, good morning from Collierville, Tennessee. Having a perfect day. That's awesome. Hey, Belinda, good morning. Having a perfect day here in Kennesaw. That's awesome. Hey, Angie, perfect day in Center, Alabama. Good morning. Oh, it's good to have you back, Angie. That's awesome. We're glad. We are so glad anytime somebody comes back. Now, let's stick with it. Y'all don't leave us. Don't divorce us. Okay, don't quit. Marry us and don't leave us. Okay. Hey, April, you've got that same problem. Yes, you kind of have to just figure out, and y'all, you'll figure out patterns. See, April of 2020, 22, can I get that out? Will be 3 years that I've been in Shibboleth. Will you start to figure out these patterns about yourself and what you do? And it's great. It's great realization that you can do something with, like the water. I'm like, okay, I am not wanting to get this water in. Oh, it always happens in winter during things. So, all right. Let's see. Who else is on here? Hey, Alice, good morning from Staley, North Carolina. Having a perfect day today. Michelle, yes. Try some of those things and see if they work for you, Michelle. Warm that water up in the morning, put it in a Yeti and get in the car, and you'll sip on that water, and it actually will keep you a little bit more internally warm, and you'll want it. And that's what we need to do during the winter. Let's see. Yes, I love that big number on the Shibby Show this morning. Yes, I love that. Michelle is saying, let's get this number to 50. That would be sharing, y'all. Y'all want to share? Valerie, good morning from Indiana, having an IMF day. Hey, Colleen from Michigan, having a perfect day. There's Rhonda McDonald, Center, Alabama, IMF, perfect day, and down 4 pounds. Since Monday, love this lifestyle. That's right. Hey, Becky, good morning from Florida, having a perfect day. Suzette Rakestraw, morning from Southeast Kansas, IMF day, perfect number 3 of 21. I love waking up in the morning to the Shibby Show. Awesome, Suzette. Thank you. Hey, Sharon, good morning. 21, perfect day. I love it. Cheryl says that coconut is her favorite. She uses half a packet in a water bottle when I'm on the treadmill. That's awesome. I had never thought about using half a packet. That would save me some money. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm going to see if a half a packet will, because really this is 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, and I don't really need that much caffeine. I just do it because I like the taste. But if I do half a packet, ooh, that's better. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's see. Lemon cream is her favorite. Mighty Muffin Sharon's is. Let me just tell you, every time I eat the lemon cream, I think it's magically delicious because it tastes like, oh no, that's the wrong cereal thing. Anyway, it tastes like a Fruity Pebble to me. CJ Riley, perfect day in Adairsville, Georgia. Lemon cream is Diane's daughter's favorite. It is so good. And when you get that little cream chip, ooh, it's so good. Hey, Amy, good morning from Lithia Springs. Perfect day. Can you explain IMF again? Yes, IMF stands for intermittent fasting. And at its simplest form, it's at least 12 hours without eating. And you can use your overnight sleeping time. So let's say that the last thing that you eat is at 7 o'clock on a day, and then you are not eating until at least 7 o'clock the next morning. That's at least 12 hours. That would be an IMF. Now, what you would do is you would count that day in the day that you have the most hours is typically what Travis recommends. But I typically, the way that I do it, I mark an IMF day in the morning because I use it to remind me that I have chosen to stop eating early. Now, I choose to stop eating early. I won't even tell y'all what time I stop eating in a day, but I'm going to say if you could try to make your day be 6, don't eat after 6 maybe, and then you give yourself to whatever time the next day, that would be great. So IMF is just 12 hours without eating. I try to go to 16, but I try to stop eating at 4 every day. But I'm not a nighttime eater. I'm more of a daytime eater. I like to eat during the day, always. So my nighttime thing doesn't bother me. So that's why I do that. Because when I go to sleep on an emptier tummy, I sleep better. Number 1, I sleep better. Number 2, I've gotten a lot of efficient fat burning time in with that longer IMF overnight. So, hey Robin, good morning. IMF, down another pound. That's awesome. Y'all, I'm down another pound today, too. I like the chocolate peanut butter Mighty Muffin, Charlene says. Yes. Let's see. Sharon says that April 18th, 2018 is her anniversary day, too. Awesome, Sharon. Alice, if I can get in a half a gallon in by lunch, I can get the other in before bedtime. If not, it's a struggle. Yeah, that's why you got to focus and work really hard. But Alice, I love the way that you've planned that out for your strategy. Hey Janice, good morning, Ball Ground, Georgia. Hey Greta, hello from Cohutta, Georgia. Awesome. Yes, you can. Most of my days, Amy, are IMF days, and I would have thought that because out there in the world right now, IMF Day is a thing people are talking about. But I thought it was going to be much more complicated than it is. And it's really just giving your body a break to digest food. And it's good for you to have a break from digesting food. It helps our digestive system. So yeah, most of my perfect days are IMF. Let's see. Rhonda is done 2 24-hour fasts or down 2 on a 24-hour fast. That is awesome, Rhonda. Wonderful. Hey, Kara, good morning. And we've got Angie. Nighttime cravings are my struggle. Yeah, water, tea, gum, and going to bed early until you've trained your body to quit with those. I did that in the beginning, Angie. Would go to bed really early. I'm talking like sometimes I'd be in bed at 7 o'clock. But it was just a season. It was a season of training my body and my mind to not want to do that. And Angie, when I might have a nighttime struggle, or a nighttime battle, I will pull out the strategy of going to bed early. It's not that I have to do it all the time, or it's not a pattern anymore, but it is a strategy that I can pull out when I need to. People in your house are going to be like, why are you in bed so early? You're like, because I'm training my body. I'm training myself. Hey, Teresa, good morning. IMF Day. Yes, I saw that, Diane. That was awesome. Suzette, Alice, I'm a teacher and have to get 32 ounces of water in before I go to school, and that starts me out best. It's true. That's great. 2 water bottles down. Hey, Karen, adding fat-free half and half to coffee, does that break a fast? Probably. Yeah, I don't know. Go on to the little chat button on the website today, Karen, and ask that. When you go onto the website, the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little chat button. They will start monitoring that at 9 o'clock because I don't know the answer. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Back below goal after 4 Tiger 16 days. That's awesome. Yeah, Rhonda said she's gone to bed at 5. Rhonda, I may have done the same thing at one time. It's just like, day's over. I've eaten all I can. Get in the bed, get up there with a phone, a book, the TV, whatever it is, but say kitchen closed. I'm not leaving this comfortable place. Yes. Michelle says use sugar-free Jell-O or pickles. That's a great idea. And Sharon, I gotcha. I knew what you meant. And Janice Reed, IMF and Bill's cream cheese tortilla wow today. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, and there's Diane giving the answer for that fast. Not if it's 15 calories or less. Thank you, Diane. Y'all don't drink coffee, so I have a hard time remembering all that about that stuff. Kathy, I thought I read somewhere if you drink black coffee doesn't. Black coffee doesn't. I do know that, but when you start adding things, but Diane said if it's 15 calories or less. Good morning, Andrea. Perfect day here. Woo! And 4.4 down since Monday. Awesome. My flames are back. I love it, Andrea. That's wonderful. All right. Well, we're going to do today's devotion. Today's devotion is called Remember Your First Love. And this is from the YouVersion Bible app. The beginning is always exciting, isn't it? Even if taking a leap of faith also feels a little terrifying, there is still the anticipation of what's to come that compels you forward with a little extra pep in your step. It can be tempting to reach for that new beginning feeling. Okay, let's think about what this is saying. It can be tempting to reach for that new beginning feeling and abandon what you're in the middle of because the middle just isn't as exciting. Maybe it's exhausting. Maybe it's not going the way you imagined. Maybe you've gotten caught up in the details of it that you have forgotten why you even started. It's not possible to return to the beginning, but it is possible to return to the one who is with you in it and is the source of that joy and hope. More often than not, we grow weary because we've lost sight of Jesus, our first love. And in Shibboleth, we grow weary because we've lost sight of our original why. We waver in our faithfulness. We are overtaken by our emotions. We get distracted, but Jesus never does. We may need to circle back to our commitments and try again. But the incredible thing about turning to Jesus is that it's just like the first time because his love is constant. When you focus your attention on him, you have the opportunity to be filled with the passion and motivation you need to continue. It might sound unproductive to stop and spend time in the presence of God, but Psalm 37:4 tells us that when we delight ourselves in the Lord, He will give us the desires of our hearts. This not only means that He will give us what we want, but He will give us the desire for what He wants. That's what I want. In other words, when we spend time with Him, we get the desire to keep going. He refreshes us. The Message version of Proverbs 16:9 says, "We plan the way we want to live, but only God makes us able to live it." We can try outlining our own way to success, but He is the fuel that gets us there. Take a moment right now to pause and sit in the presence of God. Acknowledge Him for His faithfulness in light of your wavering. Thank Him for His perfect love and ask Him to revive your heart. Continue to sit in His presence for a moment longer and listen to what He might be saying to you. I really like that devotional because sometimes I've heard recently that day 3 is the hardest for some people. Well, when you have identified that for yourself, you've got to power through day 3. The beginning of that is identifying that and then making a plan for day 3, because then you get day 3 out of your way and you move on to day 4, and then you kind of get it going. But most of you have the Bible version app on your phone. In the YouVersion Bible app. This devotion is called, it's called Staying Committed. Y'all might want to try that one, Staying Committed. I thought that was really, really good. All right, let's see. Amy's doing a Mighty Muffin Wow today, eating double chocolate Mighty Muffin right now. That is so yummy. The fat-free cream cheese, Rhonda, I buy it at Kroger at Butler Creek. And Andrea saying our IGAs carry it. Cheryl says it has calories. Travis says we can have 15 calories or less. I have a diet cran grape with ACV at night when I'm hungry and fasting. Okay, that's a very good general rule to me to remember. But anytime somebody says coffee, my mind goes, I don't drink that. I don't think about like the general rule. So thank y'all for helping me with that. Okay, Lord, help me to take the leap of faith and not forget the joy you plan for me. And I just want to say, after Diane said that, and let's not forget the fact that He gave you the Shibboleth lifestyle. You know, I've said so many times, why didn't I have this before? Why didn't I know this before? But I didn't. And He's given it to me at the right time in my life. And it's one of those things that we always need to be learning. And this is just one of those things that I'm learning later in life than earlier in life. And I'm just going to remember the joy. But what I want to do is I want to infuse this into the part of my being where it's not that I have to think about it all the time. I don't even grow weary of doing it. It's just what I do. That's where we all want to get to. And I want to help us do that by being consistent. Let's see. Hey, Mary. Okay, she can't find it either. Fruitful in spite of our waving. Tim, say hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Let me sit in your presence and listen. Staying committed, having an IMF day and a perfect day. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, y'all go journal your day. And then if you're watching on replay, please type in our favorite hashtag, Shibboleth for why? For His glory. Shibboleth for His glory. And we'll see you in the morning for the Shibby Show. Bye, everybody. Angie says hello, Tim.